Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I would want to talk about scindapsus pictus or satin pothos as it's commonly called. It's relatively a very pretty easy plant to maintain, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you look at the leaf closely, you can see that it does have a sheen to it. It does absolute justice to its name. It does look like silver, so silver satin pothos. Usually when I see some videos about this plant, or if I read it online, I see people saying that it's a pretty fast growing plant, but it has been not the same in my case. I have had this plant for 5-6 months, but it has done really little for me. It hasn't grown that much, but then it's a beautiful plant and never has had any pest issues or any other issue. It's a very pretty easy maintenance plant. I fertilize it once a month with 20-10-10 diluted by half, and then it's a normal soil mix. It's a general one for which we can use for pretty much any plant. It's not very. So this is the mother plant, and I have had a cutting out of it, and it has had new roots, and it propagated really fast when I had this in the spot in the spot. And it does like a little sunlight, but not direct light. It does really well in indirect bright sunlight, and I do water it maybe once or twice in a week. So I let the top soil dry completely before I overwater it. I don't want to overwater it because the root rot it's common. It's pretty easy for the roots to rot if there is soggy soil, and if you overwater it, you can see that the leaves would turn yellow in color. So yeah, it's always better you check before you water. You just stick your finger into the soil and see if it's dry, and then only water it. So I tried to propagate it in two ways. One, I had this cutting in this soil, and the other I had two leaf cuttings in water. So when I had two leaf cuttings, just the leaf and nothing else, just the leaf and nothing more than that, with a little bit of so when I had this leaf cutting in water, one of the leaf, I had two leaf cuttings. One of the leaf completely turned yellow, so I had to discard the leaf. It turned completely yellow, so couldn't do much with it. But then this leaf finally has shown some growth on it. So, and that's the white part here are the roots coming out. And that's a new leaf coming out. So, but it is quite slow. I would say it's really slow. When I say slow, it's that slow because as I said, I had this plant for about 5 to 6 months. I think I had this leaf in this a little bottle of water for about more than 4 months, and finally that is the growth that I could see after 4 months. So I think it needs to be in this bottle for some more time until the roots completely develop, and then maybe I'm gonna pot it in one of these pots. I just wanted to do an experiment with the propagation. So what I've learned trying propagating this particular plant is if you want to propagate it little fast, I would say you should have at least 3 to 4 inches of cutting Whether you water propagate it or you propagate it using soil, it doesn't matter, but it's better you have at least 3 to 4 inches of cutting. If you try propagating with single leaf cuttings, it would take this long time. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks very much for stopping by.